Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for dropping by and giving me your time. I am Erick Daniel Coughlin, and this is another episode of Just My Thoughts. So tonight, I thought we would play a little bit of catch up on the NBA. So we're officially through with the first week of the NBA. My Bulls are currently 3-3, which means we're right at 500. So all in all, it's pretty good. It's not great, but it's not bad. Could be a lot better. What do you mean it could be a lot better? I mean, trust me, it could be a lot better. I've had the privilege of watching all 6 games, and I'll be watching tonight. We have tip-off at 7:30 against the Utah Jazz. Reason why I'm going to be watching is because it's a Bulls game. That's the reason why. And we are going to be playing a friendly foe. That's right, Lauri Markkanen, in case you guys don't know, for the last couple of years, Lauri Markkanen has been the real deal for the Utah Jazz, as he was the real deal for the Chicago Bulls. So why we ever lose them to begin with, I don't really know. Just bad management, bad coaching. Just, the Bulls, every time we strike gold with a player, the Bulls find a way to get rid of them. Jimmy Butler, Lauri Markkanen, DeMar DeRozan, Alex Caruso. Every time we strike gold, we can't seem to keep those guys. So, needless to say, ladies and gentlemen, we are 3-3. Lonzo Ball's played 3 of the 6. We've played 6 games. Lonzo Ball's played half of them. And look forward to that. That's the game plan for Lonzo Ball moving forward, is to play half the season. And then after that, we're going to make the decision during the offseason. Are we going to keep the guy? Are we going to sell the guy? We're going to let the guy walk. And the reason why I say that is because this is his last year of his contract. We had one extended year because we had a buyout of an injury clause. But that year is this year. Technically, he's not even supposed to be on the team this year. But last year, we pulled some straws. And last year didn't count against his contract. So technically, this is his last year of his contract. If you guys can remember, we signed him to 4-year, $84 million. And this is actually his 5th year on the team. Like I said, I just explained it, so I'm not going to re-explain it. So, what things that we're doing good. I tell you, Zach LaVine is looking great. He's doing things he's never done before. What are you talking about, Eric? Zach LaVine is passing the ball. Zach LaVine is helping rebound the ball. Zach LaVine is playing defense. Zach LaVine is averaging around 27 points. Every game's been over 30. This last game we played Brooklyn, he had like 12 or 14, dealing with some soreness in his shoulder. Not like a very serious injury. I don't know what happened. Maybe he was driving through the lane, something got bumped, got bruised, got discomfort in his shoulder. So only scored 14, but every game other than that one game, he's scored over 30. Shooting at 52% from the 3. I am not making that up. Literally, he's on fire. He's been on stretches shooting 5 for 5, 6 for 6, 7 for 7, and then finished the game with only missing 2 or 3 consecutively for the last 6 games. He's on fire. Zach LaVine is back. Zach Attack is back in the Chicago area, guys, and that's a very good thing. And Nikola Vucevic, this is a funny story. Let me tell you a funny story about Nikola Vucevic. We've had 6 games so far this season in the NBA. Nikola Vucevic has 5 double-doubles. He's only had one night where he hasn't had a double-double, and the night that he didn't have a double-double, he scored 26 points. So, you say what you want. I think I have the best center in the NBA. I've been saying that for 3 fucking years. This is year 4 with Nikola Vucevic. This is the 4th year. I'm telling you guys I have the best center in the NBA. I will continue to tell you guys that I have the best center in the NBA as long as he continues to dress out in a Chicago Bulls uniform. I love Nikola Vucevic. Knock off Dr. Pepper. We're going strong with the Walmart Dr. Thunder. It is what it is. That's what I'm drinking tonight. Back to it. So Lonzo's played half the season. Zach is back to Zach, doing Zachariah things. That's not his name, but I just had to say something. Vooch doing Vooch things. Kobe White completely inconsistent. He has been this is year 6 with Kobe. Hey, we already know what we're going to get out of Kobe. Sometimes you're going to get 24 points. Sometimes we're going to get 35 points. Sometimes we're going to get 42 points. Sometimes we're only going to get 12 points. That's Kobe White for you. We learn to accept it because we love it when it's the 42. We love it when it's the 35. We love it when it's the 24. So whenever it is 14, we just accept it. And we hope that something goes along with that 14, like, 9 rebounds or 4 steals, or I'm not making up these numbers. These are the things that Kobe White does. If he slacks doing one thing, he's going to over pursue doing another. Like, he's going to get so many rebounds as a point guard and make you sick. How's Josh Giddey doing, right? That's what everybody wants to know. How's Josh Giddey doing? Josh Giddey's doing phenomenal. So, I don't have his exact numbers, but I'm going to spit out his numbers pretty much every night. About 15 points, about 8 assists, about 7 rebounds, knocking on the door of a triple-double. He's already had 2 double-doubles in the 6 games, so that's, every third night he's going to get a double-double. Within if he does that all damn year long, he's going to be in the top 10 double-doubles of the season. This is the reason why we gave up Alex Caruso. This is the reason why it didn't hurt us to lose Alex Caruso. We sacrificed a defensive guy for a offensive guy. He's getting rebounds as a point guard. About almost 8 a game. That's fucking incredible. He's getting assists. He's supposed to. He's a point guard. Almost 7 or 8 a game. He's scoring, averaging double-digit figures a game. Josh Giddey is the man, doing great. So our big three is a big question. Is our big three Zach, Vooch, and Giddey? Or is our big three Zach, Vooch, and Kobe? Or do we just have a elite 5? Because, no. Question is, Mr. C's got the answer for that. Question is, no, we do not have an elite 5. Yes, we have an elite 4. Josh Giddey, Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic playing outstanding ball. Oh, Eric, it's only been 1 week of the NBA. You need to calm down. You need to pipe down. No, these are the things. First of all, these are things that these guys always do. So they're just bringing their game to the table. We're just fortunate that their game belongs in the United Center. How you doing? Second of all, we got guys on the bench doing their thing. What are you talking about doing their thing? Well, I told you guys I think Ayo Dosunmu was going to be the 6th man of the year. And Ayo Dosunmu was averaging double-digit points. He's floating around 14 points a game. How you doing? Good job, Ayo. Coming off the bench, 14. That's pretty solid. He's averaging about 6 rebounds a game. Coming off the bench, that's pretty fucking solid. He's averaging 5 assists a game. So he's 14, 6, and 5. I don't know if you guys listen to me when I talk, but sometimes I really hope that you guys are zoning in and paying attention to things that I'm saying, because I've been telling you for 3 years, Ayo Dosunmu is my second favorite player on the team. Nick, number 1, Ayo, number 2. It's been like that for 3 damn years. I don't expect it to change. I've been telling you guys, even if we were to trade Zach, it'd be fine, because Ayo would come right in and fit right in. I've been saying that. I'm going to continue to say that. Ayo Dosunmu is the motherfucking man. How you doing? So how about... Excuse me, and I apologize. How about the other additions? Well, the biggest new addition, standout player, Jalen Smith. How you doing? I mean, I told you guys this was going to happen. Jalen Smith is playing really good ball. He's averaging double-digit rebounds off the bench. That's freaking phenomenal. He's getting your occasional block shot here and there. He's scoring double digits sometimes here and there. Like one night he had 14, one night he got 6, one night he got 9, one night he got... I don't remember 5 points. I think he finished with 5 points one night. But he had an incredible 13 boards and 5 points and 3 blocks. First of all, he's coming off the bench. He's not even getting starting minutes. So if you're getting double-digit rebounds off the bench, that is perfect relief for Nikola Vucevic. I'm just going to go out there and tell you, I think we upgraded. We lost Andre Drummond. We got Jalen Smith, and I take that as an upgrade. Why? Jalen Smith is young. Jalen Smith can run. Jalen Smith can shoot. Jalen Smith can block shots. Jalen Smith can rebound. Jalen Smith can freaking dunk. He can do all the things Andre Drummond can do, but he's younger. He's faster. How you doing? Other key pieces. So you want to know about Modest Buzelis. Everyone wants to know about how MB is playing. That's what I'm going to call Modest. I'm going to call him MB. He's the rookie. He's the guy we took 9th overall this year in the NBA draft. Modest is doing okay, but Modest is not getting enough playing time. Why is he not getting enough playing time? Because of Billy Donovan. Eric, why do you always talk about the coaches? Well, I don't always talk about the coaches. But usually when I do talk about the coaches, I'm always talking about Billy Donovan. And when I am talking about Billy Donovan, it's usually never good. Billy Donovan is this kind of guy. Listen, in my opinion, we should be 6-0. Eric, I'm just telling you the truth. We should be 6-0, maybe 5-1. Maybe the only team that really beat us was OKC. And that game was a battle. That game was kind of in between things. It's really hard to say that OKC really got us, but they did. But did they? Let me tell you what Billy Donovan likes to do. Starters coming out. Starters go up 10. Billy sits them. And I'm not talking about getting rest. I'm talking about sitting them. Billy Donovan will take a 12-point lead, sit his starters for an entire quarter, go down by 16, put his starters back in, make them work their fucking asses off, get an 8-point lead. Once they get an 8-point lead, takes them right back off the court, puts the reserves back in. Listen, Billy Donovan is playing 50-50 with these minutes. It's half the starters, half the reserves. The starters working their ass off, put up big numbers. Reserves doing everything they can to try not to lose. And we end up 50-50 ball game. You're never going to be successful if you're looking at being a 50-50 ball team. This is not baseball. This is not hockey. This is not football. In no way, shape, or form is a 500 team in the NBA considered a great team. Like, we're looking for greatness, right? And we could be great. We could be great. 3 things that are stopping us from being great. Number 1 thing stopping us from being great. Our own head coach. He's killing us. You cannot keep on sacrificing your lead. The other night, we were playing Brooklyn. I kid you not. I am not making this up. I wish you guys would just dabble into these sports a little bit with me. Watch a game or 2 or 5 or 7. Because I'm going to watch all 82. I'm watching tonight. 7:30 tip-off. Let me tell you. The other night, 7 minutes left in the third quarter, we had a 16-point lead. You know what Billy Donovan did? Pulled our starters until there was 3 minutes left. We lost that game by 8 fucking points. Because he thought the starters could go in there with a handful of minutes, literally 3 minutes. It was 3 minutes and 27 seconds left on the game clock. And this man puts the starters back in expecting to win the game. How? How? When you're sacrificing all your points, instead of stacking them up, listen, if you were going to take them out, I'm not mad about that. But there were 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Would it not make sense if you're trying to win this game to run them for the next 7 minutes and then at the start of the fourth quarter, then put in your reserves? Doesn't that make sense if you're going to try to win a basketball game? If you're going, why settle for a 16-point lead when it could have been a 27-point lead? That way the starters can come out. That way your reserves can come in. They got plenty enough time to knock the rust off the gears, miss 4 or 5 shots, and still not sacrifice the lead. Because this is what's going on. Not against just Brooklyn. The very first game of the year against New Orleans Pelicans, we did the same exact thing. Not we, he did the same exact thing. 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The starters didn't even play the whole fourth quarter except for the top 3 minutes of it. When there was 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter, he pulled the damn starters. We lost the game by 7. The other night, we were playing Brooklyn. Pulled us out, didn't put us back into 3 minutes left. The other night, last week when we were playing OKC, it was the second game of the season we were playing OKC. Home opener. OKC, I predict to win the West. I do. OKC, I predict to be the strongest team in the West. I do. But I watched my Bulls take these guys to town. I'm talking about first quarter, spank that ass. I'm talking about second quarter, spank that ass. I'm talking about third quarter, spank that ass. I'm talking about 7 minutes left of the fourth quarter, pulled all my fucking starters, put all my fucking reserve players in. We lost by 12. This is what Billy Donovan does to us. We get a lead, he takes it from us. We are beating ourselves because of our head coach. Problem number 1. Billy Donovan for the last 4 fucking years. How? You know what's crazy? When Chicago Bears, when they get a damn coach, and that coach doesn't produce, they get like 3 years. You don't produce in 3 years, you're off. You're out of the fucking boom. Organization don't want you no more. It happens. All right. Let me tell you something. The Bulls. Right the opposite. It's like they're designed to lose. And, I never thought about this, but my cousin told me the other day. I was like, we have the dumbest head coach in the world. He's like, well, maybe we have the smartest head coach in the world. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, Billy Donovan makes, $1.6 million a year. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty impressive. It's really high numbers for a coach. He's like, yeah, to lose. And he's been doing it for 4 years. So is he dumb? I'm like, fuck no, he ain't dumb, but he's a piece of shit. Sorry about the language. Billy Donovan, number one problem in the Chicago Bulls locker room. Problem number 2, no true growth, right? And you think about who we are and what we're doing. It took 5 years to develop Coby White. Coby White just started coming on last year and this year, in case you guys ain't been paying attention. He's been on the team. This is year 6 for Coby. People are just now figuring out he could play. Okay. Ayo Dosunmu. This is year 4 for Ayo Dosunmu. People are just now taking him serious. Okay. I'm not going to blame that on Billy. Whatever. I love Ayo. I love Coby. No sweat, bro. Dallin Terry. Why is this man on my team? This is year 3 for Dallin Terry. You know what Dallin Terry's numbers are? On minutes he don't deserve, he gets about 13 minutes a game. What does that mean, Eric? That means he almost plays an entire quarter. About 4 minutes each quarter is what he gets. Sometimes it's 6 and 4. Sometimes it'd be like 3, 7, 2, whatever. He's averaging just over a quarter a game. This is what he does. 3 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Wasted fucking minutes. This is a 3rd-year player. This dude cannot produce. This dude cannot play. This dude does not deserve playing time on a team that could be great. Could be great. Who should get those minutes, Eric? Why not Torrey Craig? Already solidified, already proven that he could play. Been in the league a hell of a lot longer than Dallin Terry. Hell of a lot better shooter than Dallin Terry. At the worst case scenario, he won't do nothing but get up rebounds. But at least he's doing something. Instead of doing a whole lot of nothing but chewing up minutes that are undeserved minutes. Dallin Terry got to go. All right. Outside of Dallin Terry needing to go, Sanogo. Why is Sanogo on this team? Legitimately, I don't care if you're a true Bulls fan and if you truly watch these games like I truly watch these games. There is a huge difference between Summer League and the NBA. There's a huge difference between G League and the NBA. Now, if Sanogo couldn't produce in the G League and Sanogo couldn't produce in the Summer League, why is Sanogo even trying to be producing in the real deal NBA time? Why? Because Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan wants us to lose. Why is Dallin Terry still on this team? Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan wants us to lose. So, no true growth, man. You're giving away minutes. Minus MB should be getting every last second of Dallin Terry's playing time. Every fucking bit of it. In my mind, there's no room for Dallin Terry, but there's a whole lot of room for Modest Buzelis. Well, what's the difference, Eric? Well, Modest Buzelis is 6'10", ladies and gentlemen. Modest Buzelis can shoot the 3 ball at a respectable NBA percentage of 42%. That's really respected in the NBA. 42 is pretty legit. That's what Modest can shoot the 3 ball at. Modest Buzelis can run the fucking lanes. He can rebound. He can block shots. He can pass the ball at will. Modest Buzelis can play point guard at 6'10", a lot like Ben Simmons. Modest Buzelis can play shooting forward, power forward, a small center. Modest Buzelis is a basketball player, ladies and gentlemen, and he's not doing nothing for this team because Dallin Terry gets to play. Huh. Torrey Craig don't even get to play. Huh. That's all right with me, whatever. So, why not? See, you don't want to play Torrey Craig, and you're already sold that Dallin Terry is a basketball player. Why not see what the league thinks about these players? Why not try to trade Torrey Craig? Not saying that I want to. I'm just saying why not, since we're not using him anyway. We don't know what life feels like with Torrey Craig on this team, but he's on this roster. We do know what life is like with Dallin Terry. Frickin' disgusting. So why not take a future draft round pick, Dallin Terry, Adam Sanogo, Torrey Craig. I'm talking about offloading wasted talent for legitimate talent, even if we were to bring in a veteran. Well, what do you want, Eric? Well, I don't really know. I would prefer a power forward. I would love to work out a package for Rui Hachimura, and I'm not saying Rui Hachimura is even available. I'm saying LA probably will laugh at our faces if we asked for Rui Hachimura, but I'm saying that's the kind of body type we got. We have to have. We need that 6'8", that 217-pound lights out runner, running the court, dunking the ball, shooting the 3 ball, rebounding the ball, pass the ball. A Rui Hachimura is a freaking package deal. You would have to give up more than what you're willing to give up to get a player like Rui Hachimura. So furthermore said, problem number 3. Why did Patrick Williams get 5 years, $90 million? Do you want to know what Patrick Williams is averaging in 6 games he's played so far? These are true numbers, ladies and gentlemen. He's averaging 5 rebounds a game, 6 points a game. He's not even averaging an assist. I think he has 4 assists in 6 games. But you want to know the truth about Patrick Williams? Leads the team in minutes. What? What did you just say? Patrick Williams leads the Chicago Bulls, all players, in minutes played. Patrick Williams leads all players in minutes played, averaging 5 points, 4 rebounds, 0 assists. Billy Donovan does not want the Chicago Bulls to be successful. Therefore, he should be fired. Furthermore, the icing on the cake before we wrap things up. I said this once before, and I'm going to say it again loud and proud, deep within my chest, because I'm the biggest Bulls fan you'll ever meet in your life. You're not going to meet another guy like me. I'm the kind of guy that can list 125 fucking Chicago Bulls in the last 30 years, and I'm only 36. That means literally every player that's been on my team in my entire life. I can tell you who they are. I'm a rare breed. Mark Eversley is my GM. I don't want him. Needs to go. Billy Donovan is my head coach. I don't want him either. He can go. The president of operations, the person pretty much team owner, pretty much the president means they pretty much own it. Arturis, this guy is like, he's like German or like Austrian or like an Austrian German. The dude is freaking foreign. Gotta fucking go. Listen, I'm just going to tell you, when your head coach is the reason why you're losing games, you don't have a head coach. When your GM is drafting players and he's not even playing the players that he's drafted, he's not a GM. And when your president refuses to build a roster that can win or potentially win a title, he is not a president. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chicago Bulls are faring off well. We're at 500. We can continue to play like this all year long and finish all year long at 500. Now, what does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? That means even though we got new players, even though Zach is playing like he's in the prime of his life, even though Nikola Vucevic top 5 best centers in the NBA, even though Ayo Dosunmu is probably going to win 6th Man of the Year, even though Kobe White might be the most improved player at the end of the year, we are still going to be in the play-in bracket, and we're still going to be laughed at, and we're still going to have to fight all year long just to try to make the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you heard and you enjoy what you see, always feel free to cash at me, Erick Daniel Coughlin. Hashtag Coughlin Pride. Have a nice day.